Hello everyone. So today I'm going to teach you a little bit about the Python idle, what it is, how to use it, where to download it, etc. So the Python idle stands for Integrated Development and Learning Environment. And basically, if you didn't have Codecademy, the Python idle is where you would mess around to write your programs, or some people call them scripts, and actually work with Python. Normally they're called an IDE, but the Python one is called an idle, so just a bit of trivia for you. Now, to download it, all you do is you go to your favorite browser and you search Python idle. This is just the documentation. We don't want to read about it, we want to download it, so I'm going to go here. Now, the latest version is right here, 3.8.3. Granted, on Codecademy, we are doing Python 2, right? So if you want to, you're more than welcome to download the latest version. The only difference between 3 and 2 is how the print statement works. I've heard some people complain about Python 3, but I think the stuff that they do is going to be kind of beyond our scope. So you can do that. Or if you want to stick with Python 2.7, you can scroll down and I just saw it. Here we go. Okay. Here it says looking for a specific release, so you can go down to, it's right there, the last Python 2.7, and you can click download, and that will do it for you. It's been a long time since I downloaded Python. It was pretty self-explanatory. I don't remember having to do anything crazy. I have, I think, the most recent release. But once you download it, let's pull it up, see what it looks like, and I'll give you a little tour of how it works. So you want to open idle, not this stuff. This ain't going to do it. This guy right here. And the first thing it's going to do is give you this shell. This is called interactive mode. And you can tell you're in interactive mode because it's got these 3 greater than symbols. More often than not, you do not want to actually do your programming in interactive mode. It's mostly for just like, I don't know. And then you want to say num2 equals 3. Then maybe you could do and it'll give you 18. So if you want to try lines of code really quick and not build something complicated, that's what interactive mode is good for. But when you're actually writing a program, what you want to do is you want to go to File, New File, and then you want to be here, where it's just completely, absolutely blank. So if you want to do any pseudocode, we would say it up here. I'm going to assign some numbers to variables. Then I'll multiply them. Then I'll print the product. So notice how it's not responding to you. It is just letting you type your happy little life away. So I'm going to do the same kind of thing. Num1 equals 6. Num2 equals 3. Again, notice how I don't have those greater than symbols, right? So I know I'm not in interactive mode. And then I will say print num1 times num2. All right. So let's say this is all I want to write in my program. What you do to actually see if it works is you go up here to Run, and you click Run Module. The shortcut for this is F5. My Python professor back in 2016 got us to always use the keyboard shortcuts, and I'm gonna have to go with her on this one. You will save a lot of time getting used to keyboard shortcuts instead of moving and dragging your mouse everywhere. But for the sake of you learning, I'm gonna press this, and it's gonna prompt me to save. You can't run anything unless you save it. So I'm gonna say Okay. And I'm going to call this idle intro. It'll say save as type Python files. So any Python file will have .py as the extension. It's not showing you here, but just so you know, .py means it's a Python file. And now you can see that it is just printing 18, right? It's not reading the variables, it's not reading the behind the scenes stuff, it's just printing 18. Right? This is for the computer to know, this is what you want the user to know, right? Because you're telling it to print. So that is basically how that works. I'll make another video, probably like best practices for programming for when you're doing something more complicated than just 3 lines. But I hope that answers your questions for now.